If you don't want to miss a thing, these cameras are exactly what you need. Each of the models in this list is capable of capturing footage in full 360 degrees. Most work by using multiple camera modules, usually two wide-angle lenses back to back, to capture footage which can then be digitally combined into a fully spherical video, or, more usefully, into a standard two-dimensional video weaved together from frames that you've chosen after the fact. Whether you're on a tight budget or you're looking for the absolute best quality, there will be a camera here suitable for you. The QooCam 8K is the first 360 camera to offer 8K resolution for under $1,000. In fact, quite a lot under that figure. The QooCam is a revolutionary device that allows for super high-quality 360 videos in a small portable device. Being able to shoot in 8K allows the QooCam to produce an extremely sharp video which would have until recently only been possible with a very expensive professional setup. Video quality is boosted further by the including of 10-bit color, allowing for millions of colors in every video, as well as slightly larger sensors than the competition. The QooCam is perfect for shooting 360 videos for viewing in a VR headset, as that's where the high resolution will help keep the video looking as realistic as possible. You'll also be able to reframe your video in 4K rather than 1080p as with other 360 cameras. QooCam does feature decent stabilization technology and can be used when attached to a vehicle, drone, or selfie stick. You probably shouldn't risk an extreme shots with this camera, but it should work fine when moving at a decent pace. You'll also find the QooCam is able to shoot excellent quality 360 photos using stacked DNG8 photo mode, which massively boosts performance in low light and indoor environments. With this being the first ever 8K 360 camera, there have been some teething issues, particularly around desktop and mobile software. Make sure you have a powerful desktop to stitch your 8K video, and don't expect to get the best quality if editing only on your smartphone. Despite some issues, the QooCam is able to produce excellent quality video and has the potential to be even better in the future once the kinks are ironed out. As far as 360-degree cameras go, this is an entry-level model. This is the true photographer's camera, as you'll find the still images come out better than the video. Expect 1080p video footage, whereas the rest on your list can easily hit 4K or even over 5K. You'll capture 16-megapixel images at 10 frames a second. It's rated as smash-proof, freeze-proof to -10 degrees and splash-resistant. This is handy for any action or adventure photography you might find yourself in. Sharing to Facebook and YouTube is easy, and this is where the Wi-Fi connectivity comes in. Smartphones will allow you to control it, but you'll need a memory card as there's no internal memory. For the price, you get one spherical lens which records in 360 degrees. You'll need two cameras back to back, or by using a tripod, you can film both sides and then stitch them together later on. GoPro's highly innovative camera has enjoyed a significant price drop since its launch, making it worth considering if you can't stretch to the newer GoPro Max. The Fusion can capture 360-degree video in 5.2K resolution at 30 frames per second or 3K at 60 frames per second, which is great, but its real trick was the introduction of the overcapture mode. Like the GoPro Max and Insta360 One X, this lets you film in 360 degrees, then create a standard 16:9 video from the footage. Add GPS, a compass, accelerometer, gyroscope, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 3D audio, and compatibility with existing GoPro mounts and the waterproof to a depth of 5 meters, Fusion is a powerful camera for the price. The newer GoPro Max brings a front-facing screen, a more compact design, 6 microphones rather than 4, and better image stabilization. The Fusion's last software update was also over a year ago. If these issues don't bother you, then it's definitely worth considering if you need a waterproof 360-degree camera. Overall, in 2021, we consider the Insta360 One X2 to be one of the best 360 cameras because it covers the needs of most users. Indeed, the Insta360 One X2, in addition to being high-quality hardware, has the most advanced software and features on the market. The 360 camera can take 360 photos at a resolution of 6080 into 3040. The photo rendering is precise, and the HDR function allows you to obtain an excellent colorimetric result even in low light. On the video side, the One X2 has an awe-inspiring image stabilization feature which will make the most chaotic videos look smooth. It can capture 5.7K 5760 into 2880 video at 30 frames per second and 4K video at 50 frames per second. Its flow state image stabilization algorithm allows for smooth shots, and the time shift feature lets you slow down or speed up specific segments of your videos quite quickly. Heavier than the Insta360 One X, which is, by the way, still good value for money, the One X2 is now water resistant to 10 meters, 33 feet, and has a circular touchscreen that lets you preview videos, photos, and change settings on the fly. It also has a longer battery life of up to 80 minutes. However, remember to buy the extra protective cap. It's a shame that it's not standard because daily handling makes its acquisition essential. Released in 2019, the Ricoh Theta Z1 is still competitive and deserves its place in the ranking. The company usually designs one new 360 camera per year, but that schedule couldn't be met this year for obvious reasons. Therefore, Ricoh will probably release the Z2 in 2022. As a consolation, the camera benefits from an update increasing the internal memory, which goes from 19GB to 51GB in May 2021. The Z1 is, therefore, one more option that you can consider. The Z1 can capture 23 megapixel photos or 6720px by 3360px and 4K videos, but the image quality is much better than what these numbers suggest. Indeed, it uses 1-inch sensors, larger than other 360 cameras, offering overall better image quality. No doubt, photo quality is Theta Z1's greatest strength. It makes better raw photos and gives you more control over how you set your exposure. In low light, it's superior to other models. Indeed, we prefer to use the Z1 rather than the QooCam, even if, on paper, the latter's resolution is higher. The reason is precisely the quality of its rendering in low light and because the Z1 is generally more reliable and more constant in terms of photo rendering. But it remains expensive. $999 is beyond the budget of most amateurs. In addition, the camera was released 2 years ago and its price has not changed. Logic would have wanted the camera to be a little more accessible, $200 to $300 less, and we regret that this isn't the case. The Theta Z1 still benefited from an increase in its internal memory, which sinned by its size, 19GB. The switch to 51GB makes video shooting possible. Also note that the camera isn't waterproof. It's therefore not suitable for shooting water sports or other extreme sports, equipped with an organic EL panel on a compact body. Shooting information such as battery level, shooting mode, the remaining number of images that can be shot, the f value and ISO value can be confirmed at a glance. A lightweight, highly robust magnesium alloy is used as external material, support for RAW file format, increasing the joy of editing. In addition to the existing JPEG format, RAW, Adobe DNR, and JPEG files can be saved in the camera. Ricoh Theta Stitchery, an application for stitching in Adobe Photoshop Lightroom Classic CC, will be provided free. After processing files recorded as RAW, the plugin can be used to generate spherical images in which the seams are invisible. Details about zenith corrections, directional corrections, and stitch distance setting can be freely changed. As with a general SLR camera, users can enjoy professional editing of hues and image quality. As far as 360-degree cameras go, this is the most popular. As the name shows, this is the upgraded version of the Insta360 One, where you'll find improvements across the board. With this beast, you'll achieve a 5.7K video at 30 frames per second. If you're looking for a smaller resolution or a faster frame rate, you can grab a 4K video at 50 frames per second. For stills, you'll get 18 megapixels, which is substantial and comparative to some DSLRs. If you're looking to record, the stabilization is perfect. You'll find butter-like smoothness with the flow state setting. There are a few add-ons you can use that will benefit your recording endlessly. For example, the Insta Selfie stick becomes invisible during playback. The drifter case allows you to throw the 360-degree camera and obtain slow-mo incredible shots. HDR comes as standard and everything can work through your smartphone. The battery could be better, as you'll find it records 40 minutes on a single charge. But this impressive camera will do everything you want or need from a 360-degree camera.